Cameroon Anglophone activists have been very vocal online with hashtags associated with each of their demands. Hashtag Free All Arrested started in January after protesters were put in jail. Many online are still using it to push for dozens of others to be freed. The latest conversation, though, is hashtag Ghost Town, encouraging English speakers not to leave their homes. You can see the empty streets here. That also includes not going to school. The protests were originally started by teachers and lawyers frustrated with the dominance of French in society. Activists in southern Cameroon say boycotting the first day back to school was a huge success. But if you look at pro-government newspapers, the government published headlines showing kids going back to school as if everything was normal in the north and southwest regions. Many are calling this propaganda. Others, though, are protesting, calling for an English-speaking autonomous state. Earlier, we spoke to an activist who asked us not to reveal his identity.
8 months on, and they are not willing to send their kids to school. It should be noted here that schools were officially supposed to resume today, but no parent is willing to send their kids to school. I would like to, at this point, make mention of the fact that some people think that parents are not sending their kids to school because of the militarization of these two regions. But no, the root causes of the problem have not been tackled. How do you want the kids to go back to the system that they were protesting against, the system that they want clean? So that's the reason why the parents aren't sending their kids to school. Forget the online hyping. People say everything they want on the internet, but come to the ground, nobody is willing, and nobody is forcing anyone, because it's a peaceful protest.
Other groups, though, are against the protest. Ben Aki from the group English Cameroon for a United Cameroon does not want the country to break into two states. Aki says that he gave up his Cameroonian citizenship when he moved to Canada, but he still regularly posts comments online.
I have many issues with the government in Cameroon, but these issues pale in comparison with the hatred and the harm propagated by the separatist group of Algezera'S. The way the crisis was going in the course of the year, there was a clear danger that it could transition into a civil war. That is when I got involved with my group. So what we want to do now is to make sure that children go back to school. They have lost one academic year, and that's too much. We have also offered practical suggestions for balanced regional development. But what we oppose with all our heart is secession, is the creation of an independent Republic of Algeria, because that does not solve any problem.
The UN has called for the English and French-speaking sides to engage in a dialogue. But since the protests began last year, the government's main reaction has been to crack down on the Anglophone regions, mainly in southern Cameroon. Security forces have shot and killed at least 6 people and arrested hundreds of others. Still, pro-English activists say they will keep protesting. Ian here took to Twitter writing, "We shall overcome someday." If you're in Cameroon, we want to know what you think. You can write me directly at Leah Harding, AJE.